No.
Introduce your buddy here.
This is my dear friend, Jackie Edmonds, runner extraordinaire. But he's fell and done something to himself running his crazy trails.
Yes,
or you just failed to put your arm in your shirt
on your sleeve. We've got the one-armed man over there.
Sunday afternoon, fell on the trail running and dislocated my shoulder and chipped a bone out of it. And I'm out of commission. We're wearing this thing for 2 weeks, and then we'll find out what happens then.
And his lovely wife said, "What have you broken now?" He came home.
But we were talking earlier, you're not supposed to break or injure your shoulder on the hiking or the running trails.
Well, when you slip and go up in the air and come down, you've got to land on something.
Was it one of those agony of defeat kind of moments where it just kind of...
It happened so fast that I really didn't notice it. I just noticed it hurt, and I got up, walked back to the trailhead and got in my truck and drove home and walked in and told Deborah, I said, "I think we need to go to ER. I think I broke something."
Oh, boy. Did you feel it like it was not working proproperly?
It was hanging down by my side. I couldn't
you couldn't lift it.
One of those, like, I think there's a, oh goodness. Well, that's not what you're here to talk to us about today, though. You could talk a lot about your running. You're here to talk about Career Pathways, which is a program out at the college. So first, what's the purpose of Career Pathways?
Career Pathways, the purpose, it's a federal grant, a federal TANF grant to get people enrolled in a 2-year college and get them a certificate or degree. And the people that we are enrolling are typically those people are low-income folks.
And so there's help with what?
Help with tuition, books, child care, transportation assistance, computer labs, laptop loan-outs.
Now, how's that money distributed? I mean, I'm sure there's one lump sum of money that comes in. How's it divvied out?
The Career Pathway program at Arkansas State is one of 25 throughout the state. It's in every 2-year college and the 3 technical colleges in Arkansas. It's currently the only pathway program in the United States designed as is, which is designed to get those people coming back into school from low income. It's available to Arkansas residents only. Those people have to have a minor child living in their household. They have to be receiving some type of service through DHS, food stamps, Medicaid, Our Kids First, or if they don't receive any of those services, they can be below 250% of the poverty level, and that's pretty high for a family.
And that probably covers a lot of people in the rural Arkansas area.
It covers a lot of folks here. We have currently 320 students. We were as high as 397. The state goal for ASU Mountain Home was 184. So we've exceeded the goal for that for sure.
So is there success stories involved with this program?
Yes, a lot of success stories. Every semester there's a success story. This last semester, for example, the RN program that graduated in December, the 20 RNs, we had 8 in our pathway program. The LPN program right now going that will graduate in August, I think we have 12 out of the 20 that are in that program. So yeah, it's a real success.
And those are good career moves too.
The real good career moves, and what we like to say on our success stories is that of all the students since 2007 that have graduated from our program or graduated from ASU with a certificate or degree, 74.7% of those are employed. That's our goal, is to get the people a degree or certificate, get them back out into the workforce as quickly as possible.
And Pathways has some accountability with it, because I know I check off some sheets sometimes, because a lot of people, they say, oh, it's a government program, you're throwing money and then who knows what happens to it. But Career Pathways tracks a lot of that.
We do a lot of tracking. Our students that receive financial benefits are required to have their instructor sign off saying they attended the class during that month. Also, for those that receive child care services and transportation services, they have to be employed. That doesn't mean you have to work 40 hours a week and go to school, but you have to have some type of employment during that month in order to receive those benefits.
And we also have to say that they're making academic progress. So
yes,
I like that. I like the fact that it's...
and we just did the report last week, getting ready for the General Assembly at the legislature to hopefully our funding will be renewed. Last week we were looking at that. And our stories, most of the graduates are graduating, as I said, are getting a certificate in something. We have, I think last year we had the most CNAs to graduate statewide from a program, from a 2-year college. So we've got a lot of success stories out there.
Yeah. But there's a new program, because I was checking this out, Jack, and you're the recipient, or your program rather, is the recipient of a $30,000 grant from the Walmart Foundation that's going to provide new resources to students with military backgrounds. So this is new.
This is new.
Okay.
It's actually it's a I call it icing on the cake for our program, because the students that we take in have to qualify for pathways. But what it's Walmart for You. It's a Walmart Foundation grant that we wrote in hopes of getting, I think we asked for $57,000, and we're excited to get $30,000 because Walmart just doesn't give away money for anything. The program starts April 1st and runs through March 31st of 2013. The only stipulation in this program is that the person or persons qualify be veterans or dependents of veterans going to school at ASU Mountain Home. I went to the college. I wasn't sure how many veterans we had. We had 78 going to school at ASU. That's really surprised me there. We sent out email on campus asking those folks to come in if they were interested in our program. We said we can provide services that are up and above, beyond, I guess, what our typical CPI students receive. For example, the veteran does not have to be employed to get the transportation or the child care services. However, the ones we put in our program, the majority of them are employed. So that's, we were looking at the original grant of maybe doing 10 of those folks. Since we didn't get the full funding, we thought we'll cut it down to maybe 7. I went ahead and stretched it and put in 8 already, and now I think I'm up to 10 right now. But we can still provide those services because a lot of our regular CPI program services will roll over to those people.
Okay. Now, do the veterans, if they're already receiving other veterans benefits, does that disqualify them?
Does not.
Does not, okay.
The only disqualification that we put in the program is if a veteran comes in. We have some veterans that were dishonorably discharged. We do not accept dishonorable discharges. But anyone else, if they went in for, they were in basic training for 6 weeks and discharged because of an injury or some type like that, we'll accept those people. Just whatever their Pt.4 says, how they were discharged.
Yeah. When people go into a field, you mentioned a lot in the medical field, CNAs and different ones. Are there other fields they can go into? Is there any restriction there?
No restriction. They can go in any field that ASU offers. However, I think probably 80% of the population of ASU is in the allied health field. So that's either RNs, EMTs, paramedics, and RN program. We do have some business majors in there. I think I've got some criminal justice majors in there.
Would you have a problem if someone had already gotten like one of the technical certificates and then wanted to go back for an actual 2-year degree? Could they still qualify even though they already have a certificate?
Yes, they could. Career Pathways accepts people up into their AA degree.
Okay.
Since the program is designed to get people enrolled in a program for a high-wage, high-demand job, we don't specify that we're completely cut out because you have an AA degree. But if your AA degree was in, let's say, just general subjects, and you're wanting to go into the nursing field, then we're going to take you because that's going into a high-wage, high-demand field.
Okay, so someone who got an AA and we're going to transfer and be an English teacher and all of a sudden says, nope, I want to be a nurse, that can still be covered.
That's true,
Oh,
yes.
good.
Do you ever run out of money over applicants? I'm sure that's a yes answer.
We received funding from the state under the TANF grant through Workforce Services. The 25 schools and the 22 schools and the 3 technical schools, we are only above the 3 technical schools in funding for the state of Arkansas. We make do with what we have. We have spent our monies. We think we spend them wisely because a lot of students don't require financial assistance. We ask all students that come into the program apply for a Pell Grant. If they qualify for Pell, that should take care of their books and tuition. We ask all students to apply for that need daycare, apply for the state daycare program. which right now and for the past year has been filled, and they have no money, so they're put on a waiting list. But as long as they apply, if we can have the finances to assist them with daycare, and our daycare is only paid for those people, like I said before, that are employed, and the days they go to school. So you're not talking about 5 days a week, all day long. You may have a student that's going to school in the morning. We pay the daycare for a half a day, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So you'd be the place to go first to find out about all these other avenues of help.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
okay.
would, yes.
So anyone out there watching is interested in this? I don't know if you're full or not, but
tell her where the Career Pathways
Yeah.
is located, because you're not in.
We're
you're
on campus
but
at the very end. You can't get there from campus.
You can't get there from campus.
You can't get there by driving anyway. We are located on 200 High Street, which is a 2-story rock house at the end of High Street, which right across the street from the new HR office for ASU Mountain Home. But at High Street is located, I tell people, ask them which way they're coming, and if you're coming on Highway 62 Southwest, across from the on the run station, there's Bailey Insurance and Ed Gilbert Realty. The street runs between Ed Gilbert Realty and Bailey Insurance's High Street. Go about a block and a half, and it will dead end into our parking lot with a sign that says ASU
Well, that's
Home
pretty
Career
easy.
Pathways.
And you're there most of the time.
We're from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and usually there before.
Or if they need to consult with you, they can call you if they
They can
can't
call
get out
us
or
at
whatever.
870-508-6201.
All right. All right. Well, Jackie, thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Dan.
We're
Thank you,
sorry
Sam.
that you got injured, but you're on the mend.
Well, I am on the mend, and
But I bet it's worse not knowing that you can't run until that's
that's
healed.
a lot worse.
Yeah. We'll talk to Deborah in a few days, see how things are going at home. She's not driving her
She's
crazy.
helped button my shirt up this afternoon for me.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All right, up next, we'll talk to the three ladies here for the Wesley Kitchen. Marty, I'm watching Jackie over here stand up. Just stay right there for a second.
Jackie's wanting to leave us.
He's trying to leave.
We're talking to Marty, Judy, and Shirley.
All right, stay
Okay.
with us.